Skye, I knew, man, like on my team growing, I knew I was nowhere near the best. Right? And we just worked harder until I was a little bit closer to the best.
Yeah.
And we do live in this society where we're kind of wrapping everything in cotton wool and, you know, trophies for everyone. And
yeah,
I feel
I can speak to that as a parent pretty clearly because my kids have kind of a relatively have developed, and we're working hard to develop their growth mindset. So my daughter at the age of 8, she's now 17 and playing at a high level, but at the age of 8, for me to say, go out and juggle or go do this, she would never want to do that because she, with a fixed mindset, didn't connect that individual work to development. And so, and feeling like, oh, I'm not really going to get any better anyway, is sort of her mindset. So working on these little things and slowly building up with her has really taught her the value of, if I do work on these things, I do have an outcome. And those things translate to life. I mean, side note, she can juggle the ball thousands of times now. And it just took time, though, as a parent. I couldn't push her on it when she was 8 because she wasn't ready. I had to find little things to work with her on, to the point where another coach was that moment of inspiration for her, giving her one of those Brazilian juggling balls. She fell in love with it, and all of a sudden she's juggling the ball. So what advice do you have for parents who maybe have children like mine who aren't necessarily intrinsically motivated to get out there and train on their own?
I mean, you can gamify it or bribe them to do it, but that's bribing is never a good way. But I
do have an article about should we bribe our children, for those of you wondering, on My Soccer Parenting, one of the Ask the Expert questions about that.
I don't think we should bribe, but gamifying it. It was a friend of mine who played at an extremely high level in England. Like, his dad was like, all right, you can't come in until you beat your record, whether that was like one touch passes against the wall at a certain part of the wall. And it was never looked at as, it was more of it made him more determined to do it.